Here are my favorite life hacks to stay hot and healthy while traveling. I have spent a lot of time on the road recently. In the past few months, I have been to New York, Virginia Beach, and as far as Brazil. And after all that, I came back happier and healthier than I have felt in years. Traveling can be exhausting and immensely taxing on your body, but it doesn't have to be. And if you want to look like a glamorous goddess, even when you're on the road, here's the secret formula. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emily, and from my day job, I work as an engineer. After hours, I like to bring you my favorite personal development advice to help you grow into the ideal version of yourself and engineer your dreams. So grab your tea, tuck in, and let's get started. Step 1, you cannot go anywhere without a cute outfit. I know a lot of people use going to the airport as an excuse to walk around in their pajamas, but if you've been on my channel for a while, you know this isn't something I typically do. I think dressing in nice clothes that make you feel good and present yourself well to the world is a sign of self-respect, and it shows other people how you should be treated. Please don't be walking around in sweatpants unless you want to be treated like a bum. My go-to outfit for domestic travel is jeans and some kind of sweater. And if I go on a really long haul flight, like my flight to Brazil, I'll wear one of these long loungewear sets because they are comfortable enough to sleep on in the plane, but they still look like you're a bit more put together than if you just decided to walk onto the airplane with your yoga pants. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a fuddy-duddy prissy person. Especially for women, it's very bad for your health to be for prolonged periods of time in that confined tight spandex. Your lady bits cannot breathe, and they're not meant to be in those workout clothes for hours on end sitting in the same seat on the airplane. So do yourself a favor, wear something more comfortable, get yourself one of these loungewear suits, and honestly, I wear them around the house and I wear them on planes, and they have been such a good investment. Ideally, everything you own should serve both form and function. Ergo, it should look nice, and it should also do the job it was designed to do. Especially when you're packing, you have to make sure that everything you're bringing with you is actively making your life easier and not making your life more difficult. So please, don't lug shoes that you know are horribly uncomfortable to walk in halfway across the globe, and don't bring any clothes that don't fit you properly. This is your vacation, and I want you to feel good while you're there. The other key thing that you want to make sure you get right when you travel is to make sure that your luggage and your handbags also make your life easier. Your luggage needs to be light, easy to maneuver, and organized. You don't want to be fighting with your bags just to get to your stuff. You don't want it to be an extra headache to dig through your giant weekender bag to try to find something in the disorganized mess. The absolute worst thing is to overspend on a fashionable travel bag that just makes your life more annoying. I am so excited that my new luggage came in. I've just discovered these cases from Level 8, and they have made my travel experience so much better. I was in desperate need of some new carry-on luggage, so this came at the perfect time for me. The Level 8 suitcases are without compare my favorite cases I have ever owned. Yes, they are cute and stylish, and they go with all my fun airport outfits, but they also make my life so much easier, and that's exactly what I'm looking for in travel bags. My absolute favorite part of these bags is actually the latches on the side. So I have had the zip bags for ages just because, I don't know, I thought that's what was normal. But I gotta tell you, as someone who chronically overpacks, it is so much more challenging to fit everything into the zip cases as it is the ones with the clasps. I usually have to struggle all the way around the suitcase to zip up my stuff, whereas with the clasps, I just squish her down and the whole thing's fine. And I do typically lock up all my luggage when I travel just for safety purposes, especially if you're going to a country that you're not so familiar with. I think it's really important to put a lock on your luggage, and there is a built-in lock right in this case itself, so you don't have to buy a separate TSA lock. In other fun organizational slushies, the bag does also come with all these fun compartments to kind of stash away your things when traveling and make them easy to find. I also love how it comes with a little pouch for all of your liquids. Obviously, I'm bringing skincare on every flight, so I'm going to have to bring some of that through TSA. I do always love to bring packing cubes as well, so I will shove all of my things into packing cubes. One, to keep it organized, but also to make it easier to get to stuff. So it's easier to know that, oh, my socks are in this packing cube, oh, my skincare is in this packing cube, or oh, my shirts are in this packing cube. So those can help you save a lot of space and make your traveling life easier, just packing cubes in general. And then the strap that they have on the top is an absolute game changer manager. Again, I know I've said like 5 times already I overpack, but anything that helps me cram more into my luggage is a winner for me. So the strap really locks down and I'm able to squish stuff into the suitcase very easily. And I do have a special discount code for you guys. If you're going on any adventures in 2025, this is the perfect suitcase to take with you. You can use code EmilyRaskett10 in order to get 10% discount. And as an extra bonus, the first person to send me a picture of their cute outfit and the suitcase will get a free giveaway from me as a thank you to supporting the channel. Okay, so our next travel tip is hygiene. Please, 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 stop touching your face. I know that for some reason it's become a fun, cute trend to put all these creams and lotions and potions on your face when you're traveling, but you are asking to get sick and you are asking to get a breakout. So please stop that. You should be touching your face as little as humanly possible when you're on an airplane. It is like a germ factory in the airport and on the plane itself. If you do need to wash your face, I'd suggest you keep it as simple as possible. Wash your face when you're on the ground and put your skincare when you're on the ground so you lock in the moisture that's in the air. The plane is a very dry environment, so you don't want to be stripping off the moisturizers while you're on the plane itself. The plane is the time to add moisture back in. The only thing that I really do when I'm on the plane is to add another sheet mask. I do like the bio-collagen ones. Otherwise, I'm not very particular. I use the normal sheet masks. The bonus of the collagen ones is that you can put them on and leave them on for hours and they're not gonna like dry out your skin. The only travel specific beauty product I will bring is this Tower 28 spray. I bring this because I do have a tendency to break out when I'm traveling, and whatever is in this magic little orange bottle helps so much to keep the breakouts at bay. And I've just started using it at home as a toner as well, but I did start using it as a travel accessory. Another travel hygiene accessory I'd suggest you guys get are deodorant wipes and also any kind of antibacterial wipes and hand sanitizer. Again, keep your environment as clean as possible. You do not want to come back from your fun vacation sick. Then just a pro tip for all the ladies out there, I will also suggest you bring extra underwear and panty liners. All sorts of weird funky things happen when you're traveling and when you're up in the air in that little metal tube. And I just feel cleaner if I bring extra of those to kind of make everything nice and cozy down there. I don't want to come back with like an infection. So definitely keep everything clean everywhere. Actually, the deodorant pads are a new discovery for me, so definitely try those. Our next travel hack to stay healthy is to keep your nutrition in line. It is no secret that I am a health nut. We talk a lot about your health, your fitness, your internal glow up on this channel, and that's because if you want to be hotter, you just gotta be healthier. And that doesn't stop when you travel. I do, once I'm at my destination, kind of relax a bit and allow myself to have some fun and try some sweet treats. But specifically when I'm en route to wherever I'm going, I try to eat as healthy as humanly possible. So the number one suggestion I have for you to eat healthier when you're traveling is to focus on protein and to focus on fat. And these will make you feel really satiated and they'll really help your skin and your hair as you're traveling. I would try not to eat a lot of carbs because I always find that when I eat carbs when I travel, I get energy quickly, but I don't keep that energy. So it actually makes me more tired in the long run. And I know this is gonna sound a little weird, but I do actually bring protein powder with me in case I happen to not be able to get a good meal when traveling. Please do not eat the airplane food. I know it's very tempting to kind of like have something to eat when you're bored, but it is the worst possible food you can put into your system. They pack so much extra sugar and salt into those tiny meals just to kind of make them taste good and preserve them. It is horrible for your gut health, and you have no idea how long they're sitting. So to the best of your ability, eat when you're in the airport or bring a meal with you. You can actually bring a meal through security. If you want to, keep your macros in check, you can always pre-plan and then bring macros with you on the plane. I think this also goes without saying, but you really gotta extra hydrate when you're flying because it's such a dry environment. I will suggest though that you hydrate with a hydration pack and not just pure water, because water will just kind of run through you, whereas if you get a vitamin hydration pack or liquid IV or some kind of Gatorade, it'll help pump those electrolytes back into your system, and you definitely need that when you're traveling. And then a final kind of pro tip I have when traveling, especially on the red eye, is to practice your intermittent fasting. If I'm on a long haul flight and it's particularly a red eye, I try to use that as my normal fasting window that I'd have in the evening. I don't eat at 1 a.m. normally. I don't think I should be eating at 1 a.m. when I'm on a plane. My body still's trying to like keep the same rhythm and eating patterns that I'm used to. Instead of eating on the plane, I'll try to eat in the airport before I get on the red eye, and then I like set my timer for my eating window to stop, and I just wait, that 12-hour time until I find food again on the other side. And I've never been on a red eye that's longer than I think 10 hours. That's usually perfect timing for me to like get a decent breakfast when I land. But if you haven't done intermittent fasting for a while, I definitely would caution you to do this. I do it all the time, so my body's used to it. Tread carefully if you've never tried it before. Okay, so the next tip if you want to stay hot and healthy while traveling is to make sure your mental health is in order. Yes, I know traveling can be very stressful, especially if things don't go your way and if there are delays and if there are any bumps in the road as you're going through your travel journey. But there are a few things you can do to make sure things are as smooth as possible. The best possible thing you can do if you're going to have international travel is to get global entry. If you're in the US, this will make sense for you. I don't know what the programs are in other countries, but in the US there's a program called global entry that allows you to go to the TSA people beforehand and kind of tell them a little more information about you, and then you become what's called a known traveler, and you can skip all the customs lines when you're coming back into the country. You don't need to wait in the long TSA line. You can just go right through, and you don't need to wait coming back home. So for example, when I came back from Brazil, there was the entire airplane at the normal customs line, and only me and 2 other guys were in the global entry line. I literally just walked through and then I got my bags and I got on with my day. That saves so much time and energy, but it does take a little forethought to set up before you get to your flight. Another thing that really helps me in my mental health when traveling is to pack a power bank. I get obviously very anxious if my phone's not working and I'm traveling, because that's really the only way I'm accessing things like Uber and bank information and travel information. So if my phone doesn't work, it is a severe part of anxiety. To just eliminate this and eliminate trying to find an outlet at the airport, bring a power bank. And then the final thing I would suggest in terms of mental health is to just kind of work on your own mentality towards traveling. Always pack your patience and the mentality that everything is figure outable. Most problems are not like giant life-threatening problems. Even if you miss your flight, it's no big deal. It'll all sort itself out. It is a complete waste of your mental energy to be consumed with problems that are completely out of your control. So traveling is a great time to practice surrendering to the course of events and the flow of the experience, and also just realize that things will all work out in their own time. And even if you do get delayed, you could have a fun adventure in the process. You never know. Okay, so step 5 in order to stay hot and healthy while travel is to be a little extra and to be a little sparkly. I obviously love all these things, but there are a few things I do that I think really help me to stay healthy and help me have glowing skin and have good digestion when I'm doing all of this traveling about the world. And the best thing I would suggest is to get a lymphatic drainage massage. This moves all the lymph through your body and kind of like sucks you in and helps you to debloat after traveling. Trust me, if you're traveling, your digestion will get a little messed up, so anything you can do to help things move along and get back to your normal digestion and eating patterns will be super helpful. I will also suggest that if the opportunity arrives and you have the ability to pay for it, pay for your convenience. Because again, traveling is stressful, and if there's an opportunity to put more ease into your life, take it. You're worth it. One of the biggest things I do to create more ease in my life when traveling is to take Uber as opposed to dealing with public transit. I do deal with the subway and the underground sometimes, but if I want to just relax a little bit, I just pop myself in an Uber and get to where I need to go. And then specifically in terms of princess skincare, I already mentioned the Tower 28 spray, but do also get yourself some of those collagen masks you can leave on for hours. Things like your green juice powder, your collagen powder, and your protein powder, because that'll really help keep your nutrition up while you're traveling. Alright, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you have so many exciting adventures in 2025, and I'm still planning my adventures. I'm definitely more of a spur of the moment traveler, but I have a few locations I would love to go to in the next year, and I will be taking my new suitcase with me. Have a great day, guys, and have fun.